So for any number of reasons, I've been almost talked out of doing a video or talking about this a few times, but it just doesn't seem to go away. Probably seen the buzz, the marketing, the hype. Finally, just what the doctor ordered, just what you need to take control of your health, your wellness, your well-being. Finally make progress towards your weight loss goals, your health goals, on and on and on and on. For those that don't know, you've probably seen there's a brand new documentary on Netflix talking about food and nutrition, and it presents what to many appears to be the end-all be-all for success. No matter what you want to accomplish, weight loss, health, this documentary is going to show you everything you are doing wrong and everything you can be doing differently or right to reach your goals. There's one problem with this. Some of you people that are getting excited about this documentary and finally finding that holy grail to reach your goals, well, 6 months ago, you were all on the keto bandwagon. What happened to that? I want to start with the keto bandwagon because that was the last big fad, if you will. And all of you that wanted to do keto, my first suggestion is you wanted to do keto, you got on the path to keto, see the path to the end. Why are you constantly jumping from one approach to the next? Hey, I have a vacation going on. I saw this documentary. I'm going to go do this now. Well, wait a minute. Last April, when you were talking about getting ready for summer, you were all about keto. Find a path, get on it, and stay on it. In regards to the documentary, which I've seen some pieces, I've seen all the trailers, I've watched all the commentary and the discussion and the bantering back and forth on social media. I'm not going to touch so much on that. I'm going to touch on what we know works regardless of approach. And what we know works, and I've seen this for the last 20 years in working with clients, whether it's digitally online or in the commercial health club that I own for over a dozen years, this is what works. Calories in have to be less than calories out. So if you spend more calories than you consume, the scale is going to move. It has to. There's a law of physics called the law of conservation of energy. If calories in are less than what you spend, you will lose weight. It's that simple. So whether it's going to be keto or any of these new documentaries that come out, if it's going to work, there has to be a caloric deficit. I watched some knuckleheads sharing in different groups on Facebook today that that's not true. Well, I hate to tell you, but unless you're sitting at home as an internet warrior rewriting the laws of physics, it is true. Calories do actually matter, and energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So if you consume it and you consume it in excess, it's going to go somewhere. Sorry, Rich. The reality is life is pretty simple and it's pretty logical and sensical. Back to the documentary. So first thing, if you're going to do it, hey, that's great. If it's important to you, that's fantabulous. But you're going to have to manage your calories. If you overeat calories, you're still going to gain weight. Point number 2, and this is true of all the keto bandwagon folks that have thrown out all of the bacon, have quit drinking the bulletproof coffee because they've seen yet the newest documentary. If you can't stick with it long term, it really doesn't matter. Okay? If you can't stick with it long term, it really doesn't matter. Life's a long-term issue. Your health is a long-term issue. If you can't stick with that new diet, whether it's in a documentary, a book, or just on the internet forever, even if you make some progress, you're probably going to give up that progress when you go back to your normal everyday living and your normal habits. So point number 1, calories in relative to calories out. If you want scale to move, burn more calories than you eat. Point number 2, when you look at that new documentary, when you look at the new trendy diet, fad, or what have you, ask yourself, can I do this long term? If the answer is no, well, you have yourself a fad diet. And if you're one of those people that was doing keto 6 months ago and has gained the weight back that you lost doing keto because you quit doing keto, you're going to get right back on that merry-go-round. The third and final point, I got this from some of our clients in the last week or two. Well, should I be eating more vegetables? Yes, of course you should be eating more vegetables. Why? Vegetables are not very calorically dense for the most part. We're going to remove what traditionally referred to as starches or complex carbs. The green leafy, if you can grow it in your backyard vegetables, you can eat all of that you want, and it's not going to be a lot of calories. So a whole bunch of food, a lot of food, not a lot of calories. So yes, you should eat more vegetables. Why? You're probably going to be more full for a greater amount of time. Point number 2 with vegetables, they're loaded with micronutrients, vitamins and minerals that none of us get enough of, plus a variety of vitamins and minerals. So yes, you should eat a great variety of vegetables, fresh, steamed, baked, grilled, whatever. The more vegetables you eat, the better you are going to be. And yes, we can also make a logical leap that by eating more vegetables that are rich in vitamins and minerals, you are going to be more regular, because there's also fiber in there, which we know is good for health. We know that if you are getting sufficient vitamins and minerals, you're going to improve your overall health and well-being. So yes, absolutely go ahead and eat more vegetables. That's a given. In fact, when I wrote this, I delayed going to print for 9 months because I went back through, I added the nutrition facts for each of the recipes. There's 150 some recipes in the book, along with, how many servings per recipe, calories, the macros, and some of the other important information. And what kept popping up when I was digging through the data to create the nutrition tables for the recipes was, wow, you can eat a ton of vegetables. It's not a lot of calories, and you get all these other healthy benefits. It's a no-brainer. Does that mean you should completely eliminate meat or poultry or fish? Well, I don't know. That's really up to you. But what I do know, going back to what I said, sticking to what we know, sticking to what I've seen in practice for the better part of the last 20 years is you're going to have to pay attention to calories. Calories do matter. You need to know whether or not that new approach is something you can do long term. And yes, you should eat more vegetables. If that means you follow a new documentary or trendy diet, if it satisfies and checks those boxes and it's something that you want to do, then great. But it's not the end-all, be-all. And in regards to any of the documentaries or anything that is presented in pop culture, follow the money and the agenda. Why is this project being completed? What are the real reasons and motives? And I think a lot of times that will highlight and underscore what's really going on. But again, if it's something you can do long term, it allows you to manage calories. You're going to eat more vegetables and get more of those micronutrient vitamins and minerals and more fiber. Great, go ahead and do it. At any rate, I thought I would do a quick video on this. Thanks for those that have stopped in. We appreciate you checking out our info. Good luck with whatever your approach to nutrition is. My shameless plug, you want to learn how to make better food choices, go get this book. You can get it from us or on Amazon. I'm going to drop a link up in the description of this video after the video. Have a great day.